So welcome back. Now today I will be doing a leveling guide from 1 to 20. Now the first part that you will always want to do on a new build is find a good build to create. Now I usually make them myself, but if you are new to the game, the Deepwoken builder is a great place just to kind of find a good build and yoink it and kind of just build it for yourself. Now for this video, I will be making a build from the Deepwoken builder, and this is also by Glips. He is a fellow YouTuber, one would say. I will leave a link in the description for his channel if you do want to watch the build showcase. Now other than the build, you'll also kind of need to worry about your base attributes to line it up with a build and the attunement and whatnot. Now for today, I will be using a Adret with auto addict on, so I can just speed up the process a good bit because it will be a PvE build. Other than that, I will be doing a Voidwalker and TO1. Now I will be doing Voidwalker because the set spawn thing for Voidwalking is a very useful kind of thing for it, so I can sell stuff and buy wood and flint and whatnot as I need to, since I will be using this to mostly farm ferryman and possibly Primadon. Now after you have everything ready and you start doing TO1, the only major thing you have to worry about while leveling is kind of the stat order you want to do it. Now for me, I will want to do Intel first because Intel has a lot of red cards and white cards that I want. Now like for willpower, if you were doing let's say a brick wall build, usually you'll only want to do like 50 willpower, then 54, and then like 100 willpower, then 100 fort, because they do have a bunch of red cards, but they are relatively low. So make sure you focus the one that you need the talent cards the most from, or that generally has more first. That way you aren't gonna have to kind of shrine reroll cards or anything like that before you have to shrine an order on a build. Now after you get out of TO1, you can either go straight to leveling, or what I personally do on the majority of my builds is I go ahead and grab the 3 talent cards quest, and that just allows me to get those early on so I don't really have to worry about them later on. Now the talent quests are fully optional. Now for levels, you do have around 3 to 4 places to actually get decent XP at power 8, and that's Golems up in Upper Arisia, Crypt of Unbroken, or the Miner's Landing Mecha Sharkos. Now all 3 of these are pretty decent to do at these levels. Now if you are really new to the game, the Golems will probably be the easier one to do. However, the other 2 will give you more XP per time you are doing it. So for me, I usually like to go ahead and go to Miner's Landing because it is in the East Lumina and there is a wind gate that gets you pretty close to it. Now in my build, I do have to shrine at around power 12, so I will have to go to the depths and whatnot first to get Heretic Sutra. So I will be going to Miner's Landing for a couple levels and then just kind of dying and then going to Castle Light. So for me, I will only be there for like 1 to 3 power-ups. But if you have a late shrine, you can do that. Or if you have a low shrine, you can just kind of like go to Song Seeker, kill a couple things, and then shrine if that's what you need to do. So you don't have to conform yourself to this exact pathway I am doing kind of for leveling. Just kind of mod it to your build where it fits most of your situations you have. Now after you shrine, most people will start doing Ferryman, Duke, or Primadon to progress for the rest of their build from 14 all the way to level 20. Now if you're new to the game, most likely you're not going to be able to do this, but I would suggest really trying to learn Ferryman to do this because it is really quick. However, if you don't really want to, you could still do Crypt or Mecha Sharkos up until power 15 or 16, and then you could go to Starswept Valley, and there's tons of stuff to kill there that would give you still pretty good XP for the time compared to golems and whatnot. So if you do want to go that route, you can, but honestly early game boss farming is the easiest and fastest way to start progging. But other than leveling, always remember you do have to make a master's armor for every build, and you do have to level your mantras if you do want to be doing damage. But other than that, that is all I do have for you guys today, so thank you for watching and see you guys next time.